Hello and welcome to a new game in my little mini series of I play a game for one episode just to let people know what it is and what it's about. And because I want to play the game myself. This one is Case Solved, the London Files. Ugh. It is a logic puzzle game where you solve crimes. Pretty straightforward. By logic puzzle game, I mean, don't know if anyone knows the Einstein puzzle format. I know it's not very popular, but I really enjoy the format, so I was definitely waiting for this to come out. As you can see, I did the first 4, but that was because it was in the demo that released a while back. But we might as well start again, right? Can I reset? My no. Okay. Ooh. Try code next first. The Hackney Kaleidoscope. Oh, it gives me new puzzles to do. Okay, try that later. Well, now I've got another code to try. There's that shop, alright. And I did see an achievement before. So cool, I've got 3 classifiers to play that, but I'll do them in my own time. Alright. Okay, so I can't reset my progress. I'd have to probably go into the game files and just delete it, so it's okay. We'll continue on. So gibberish was a option in the options, but I wanted to keep it on. But let's see what happens if I turn it off. I'll swap when I get the chance. But for now, forensics confirmed it. The crime had 2 perpetrators. Oh, then it's gonna happen. Okay. Yeah. Main menu. I'll just replay it, it's fine. Not London without the rain and the murders. What have we got here, officer? Musician, strangled with an instrument string. How lawful. Finding a luthier in London isn't easy at all. Who are the suspects? The pub manager. Right in my own establishment. The drummer. You sure he's dead? He's always so dramatic. And a fan of the band. Think it's still okay if I ask for an autograph? Okay. Oh, it does go by itself. I didn't know if I was going to force it, that's why I was kind of rushing a bit. If there's any good news, is that the funeral already has an audience guaranteed. On to the investigation. It's a very cheap game. Currently $12 we're at in Australia. Just under. Because we know it's sale when games first begin. I think it's 16 or 17 normally. But yeah, let's begin. First off, cat. There's a cat in every level, and it gives you a hint. Not that we need the hints. Let's talk to people. Count me in, as long as you order something. Which gives me a clue, or a couple of clues even. Basically, we just go talk to everybody to get all the clues we need. That cone looks awfully suspicious. What if it did it? Object cone. Let's talk to the drummer. Yeah, the lights flickered. Quite macabre. Real rock and roll. So this is giving me options to click on things as well. That violin is rather suspicious. It's far too quiet. So if we click on the lights... Oh, it was this light. London. Even the lanterns look depressed. Another clue there. We got the cone. My deduction. Someone got hurt. Fascinating. And then we got the violin. I could play for the suspects, but I don't think torture is permitted. Evidence is collected. Let's go connect the dots. This is the sort of Einstein layout where you have clues, then you have to try and piece together the clues through here. So first clue is the suspect who had jealousy is the drummer. Drummer had jealousy. Ooh. Suspect 3 had jealousy, which means the drummer is suspect 3. The suspect who had an obsession is not the manager, so the obsession was the fan. Suspect 2 is not money, so suspect 2 is obsession, and the fan, which means the manager for money is suspect 1. Ta-da! That's simple. These first ones are really easy. It gets more complicated. It's the old joke. A greedy manager, an obsessed fan, and a jealous drummer walk into a pub, and one of them walks out a murderer. I could swear I could still hear the violin playing. Have you tried taking your earpiece off? Alright. Enough nonsense. We'll chase the truth until someone hits a wrong note. Yeah. Hey, finished the first level. I'm glad I went back and did it then, because it didn't give me the achievement in the demo. Suspects and motives identified, but we still have a long way to go to find the real culprit. Continue. Fatal chord. Stage 2. All 3 suspects were guilty. So what now? So now what, detective? The next step is to build a complete timeline. Okay, it all started 14 billion years ago with the Big Bang. Not quite that complete. We need to know who was here, who was where, and what they were fiddling with. It won't be easy. The truth is like bad tea, my dear. Hard to swallow. Alright. Now that I remembered what I was going to do, let's turn off the gibberish and see what that does. If it's actually got voice acting or not. Alright, what do you got for me, officer? Look at that, a fresh lead. You just gave me 2 clues. Cool. Drummer, what you got for me? He was more into smoking than playing. Kept asking for matches. Alright. A handkerchief? Left it on a table, along with my dignity. The dead fella could actually play guitar, mind you. Alright, so we got handkerchief. Fatal red lipstick. Only thing more macabre than the name is the work to clean this stain. And before I forget, I want to look for the cat. There's the cat. Hey, kitty. Matchbox. Where's the guitar actually? Because I think the matchbox is here, and yep, there it is. Didn't know if I could click it or not. 3 matches. On one hand, they cost nothing. On the other, they never light either. Alright, and the guitar is... where exactly? There. A missing string. Looks like the crime went acoustic. Let's go to the evidence board. And hear what I mean? I say what I mean. This is how it gets a bit more complicated. We add more layers to the depth. The fan was seen singing. Okie dokie. The drummer was on stage. That makes sense. The suspect who was talking had the notebook. It was not on the dance floor. So you did not have the notebook. But we can't... In normal Einstein, you can like cross off options, but they don't let you do that here, as far as I'm aware. The manager was not playing. So he was talking. You were playing. Go back to this one. So talking had the notebook. So you had the notebook. You weren't on the dance floor, which means you had to be at the entrance, which means you had to be at the dance floor. And the suspect who was playing had the instrument. Makes a lot of sense. Ta-da! The manager says the victim was happy. The fan swears he was crying, and the drummer wasn't any help at all. How can someone be crying and laughing at the same time? Easy to see you're not married, but in this particular case, someone's lying. I recommend you stay suspicious and single. Noted. Alright. With each one's story, I can sketch a first timeline, but the suspect's accounts are more tangled than the traffic in Mumbai. This detective is full of quips. I might only play up to the first 5, actually, and just leave the rest for me. Okay, gibberish doesn't give me anything, it just takes away from the game. For now, we've only got this pile of statements, but statements aren't facts. Wish we had photos of the whole event, full of detail and dramatic angles. Will these do? Long live the tabloid press. Wow. Alright, drama, what you got for me? I came over here making friends with the A-board. Copper? Look what I found on the floor, besides chewing gum. Over there, in the manhole, must be a clue. Or a rat. Kitty. My photos? They're the pinnacle of journalism. Yeah, I already forgot what voice I gave him. It's like, my photos? They're the pinnacle of journalism. Then I went near the motorcycle. It still smells like him. Alright, manhole. We found a flask. Murder is one thing, but tossing evidence down the manhole? That's just rude. We got the motorcycle. That's more of a scooter than a motorcycle, but okay. One more terrible crime. Parked in a no parking zone. And the A-board. Double the beer. I know plenty of people who'd kill for that. Evidence collected. Shall we connect the dots? Alright, we have more clues to work with now, but we also have another person to deal with. Who was waiting, did not have clients, we don't know anything about that. The fans said they were not in the pub, but that's not definitive fact. The paparazzo was in the alley, photographing. Alley. Photographing. Suspect Alley had no guest list or clients as an alibi. Suspect who was in the pub claimed the promoter could confirm they were talking. Okay. Don't know anything about that yet. Manager was seen at the entrance. So that be you. You were not talking or waiting. So you are working. Alright. So I think we do have to use the fan not being at the pub. So we'll put you backstage, you in the pub. Yep. So I guess we do have to ignore the word usage and just go with what the actual facts are. Not what the actual facts are, like we have to take what it is at face value. We can't say, oh, they might be lying. Okay. So, Ali had no guest list of clients. Pub claimed the promoter. They were talking. Not guest list of clients, which means you're editor. Waiting, did not have clients. You were waiting. So you were the guest list then, and you were clients. That should be everything. The stories are more tangled than traffic in Mumbai. Did you confirm the photos are actually useful to us? Got them right here, detective. The paparazzo was at the alley entrance when the show ended. Excellent. Now we'll find out which alibis are true, and I'll get to update my feed. Whee! We confirmed the paparazzo was at the scene of the crime. Now we'll be able to tell which alibis really hold up. The stories don't seem to match the photos. The question is who's lying, the people or the photos? Probably the people, right? It's moments like this that show me you'll make an excellent detective one day. Let's catch those lies the way a wet child catches a cold. Yes, we've got cameras. I'm a professional. And paranoid. Wet floor? Must have been my tears. Maybe this helps you. It won't hurt anyway. Hard to read a clock like that one, huh? Especially a stopped one. You know he hated matches, right? Matches again? Really? Deja vu? Or did the killer buy out the pub's entire Matchbox 2 stock? I reckon that's another classified thing. Matchbox 2. I'll try it after I finish the first 5 I've done already. Clickety clock. Stopped at 12:17. You know what they say about a stop clock, right? It needs fixing. Okay, so it's not your camera, it's this camera. Let's hope the footage is in 144p to keep the mystery alive. And I'm up. Looks like the criminal isn't the only slippy run around here. And ta-da! Pardon me, I didn't mean that to slip out. The police validated calls to the editor. Calls cannot sustain weak or unstable, so we'll get to that later. So either calls has partial or whoever has record as reasonable. Huh. That's an odd one. Normally that is a good clue if I could cross things off. I'll keep going back to that one instead. Whoever has the invalid status must have weak. Okay. Whoever has record as the source has absent. Okay. Any confirmed status must be supported by strong evidence. The footage validates the confirmed status of the manager. And confirmed must be strong. The guest list was not found. Its status is absent. Oops, so you are absent. Let's go back. Calls cannot weak or unstable. So reasonable. So record is not reasonable, so calls is partial. Invalid must have weak. Or invalid, not invalid. Record as a source has absent. So you're the witness, and you're unstable. The Yard is asking for a report on the case. The Yard is asking for a report on the case, detective. And I want the Spice Ghost to reunite. We've got so much evidence, but it doesn't fit together. It's worse than a Swedish furniture manual. Last time I assembled my wardrobe upside down. What if we look at the evidence from another angle? That's it. That stain, for instance. Isn't it just bin juice mixed with drunk vomit? No, it's the mud trail. The victim was dragged. Which of the suspects could pull that off? That's the point. We've got trouble. Double trouble. Call forensics. Stage 4 is complete. Not every alibi survived the confrontation with the photos, and a fresh piece of physical evidence had prompted another forensic request. Stage 5. Forensics confirmed it. The crime had 2 perpetrators. I thought it was a solo, but it was a duet, made up of witch members. If I killed every deadbeat in here, I'd be a serial killer by now. Since when is it a crime to follow every step of a person? Name me one band where the musicians don't curse or punch each other now and then. What would I have to gain by killing him? An exclusive on the first crime scene photos? Come to think of it. Time to find out who orchestrated this deadly symphony. Go to the cop first. Almost there. I can already smell the paperwork. Kitty. And that bicycle doesn't look like evidence. Find 5 cats. Cool. I could swear someone tossed the bill into the manhole. Wasn't there a killer car? What if it's a killer motorcycle? But the killer made his getaway by bus? Crime is punctual. Public transport, not so much. the sewer again, and an unpaid bill this time. Besides being a deadbeat, he's a pig. The only thing more dangerous than a motor is that bald tire. And the bicycle. A wicker basket. Criminally cute. Alright. The compromised suspect has impossible. Okay. Paparazzo does not have inconsistent or compromised. Okay. Either the manager is exempt or they are the witness. Okay. Whoever has never inconsistent. Okay. Whoever has doubtful condition does not have a never or not at all. Okay. Fan's declaration is never. Alright, so let's go back and check at this one then. So you're not doubtful. Oh, you're inconsistent. That's what you are. That's all we have. The paparazzo had their alibi validated, so they are considered exempt. Alright. Whoever has a confirmed alibi is innocent. The inconsistent suspect is not the perpetrator. Okay. So the manager's the witness because they're not exempt. And then if we go back to this one, inconsistent is not the perpetrator, which means you're the accomplice. You did it. These two did it. They killed the singer. Alright. Let's go back to this. The compromised suspect has impossible as their declaration. Paparazzo is not inconsistent or compromised. But you're probably innocent. Whoever has doubtful does not have a never or never at all. I mean, he has... so it's not that. I've already messed up a thing. It's supposed to be a... There's an achievement for not getting anything wrong. Oh, I forgot to read that part. I'm an idiot. That's what I was missing. Okay. Whoever has doubtful. So you want to use to... Never mind. You don't have compromised, so you are doubtful. You are compromised. Compromise has impossible. Doubtful does not have never or not at all. So negative. There we go. The drummer and the fan. Who would have guessed? Jealousy and obsession. Sounds like the title of a bad soap opera. Compared to some of that band's songs, this wasn't even their biggest crime. True, my dear. The music industry really is murder. End of tour for Killer Duo. Case closed. 2 out of sync hearts that decided to harmonize by committing murder. Tragic. Alright. So I did do one extra one that I didn't think so. That I didn't think I would do, but that's on me. Because I'm an idiot and wasn't reading properly. But I'm going to try this. No. Is it case sensitive? Oop. Yes, it was case sensitive. Alright. Well, that is all I was going to do for this one, just to give it a bit of a spotlight. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you whenever I play next. Ciao.